Great. Nou sit maar net rustig terug. So this is a recording that we made tonight. And tomorrow morning you will receive the recording with links and things, so you don't have to take notes tonight. You can just sit back and relax and enjoy it. And then tomorrow morning you will get all the information in your inbox or in your WhatsApp, I believe. And if you are interested to joining the PowerHour community group, it is just a group where we share the link once a week. So it's not you won't receive any other communications except for the PowerHour, the link for the weekly session and what's the content of that. So it's not a chatty group. It's only the admins that can send out details. So no people can talk on the group, but it's just not to spam you with a lot of information. I'm always really upset about everybody trying to spam me with nonsense. So I don't value that too much information. So if you want to join the automatic group, you can do it afterwards, and then you will get automatically the weekly link. Okay, people, welcome to tonight. Our session tonight is all about the liver, and then we will discuss it a bit further when I get into the session. We have quite a full evening tonight. Hello, Antoinette. Welcome. Hi, Francis. Welcome. So we will tonight discuss the liver support, especially that. But in essence, we look at how Light to Live. We look holistically at health in general. So, all right. So our slogan is rewrite your story, and our belief is at Light to Live that every person has the ability to rewrite their story. So this is possible, and I've been in this industry for like 20 years, first with my own family, and then later on I started to coach as moms with kids, and that's where we started with the little ones. And then when they became grown-ups, then I stepped into menopause coaching and gut coaching. So all of that is connected. So if you have a healthy lifestyle through life, menopause will be easy as well. But all depends on what is your current situation and what are you doing today that has a result in the future for your life. So I'm a nutrition and lifestyle coach for like 8 years, but our family have been on this lifestyle journey for the past 20 years, 21 years to be exact. And we reversed all our lifestyle, all our diseases. My husband had arthritis. Lots of pain with that. It's connected to your gut. I had IBS connected to your gut. And within 6 months on our lifestyle program, that was gone, and my kids became healthy. And that's our lifestyle, no medical expenses. And I calculated last week, we had about 2,000 Rand per month we had to pay out of our pockets for the extra medical expenses. Plus, we have a full medical plan that was an extra 2,000 a month. And now we're actually saving all that money. So it's about 50,000 Rand a year that we save on 20 years back medical costs. So it really makes a difference in your life if you have a good lifestyle. Okay. So our Power Hour is a weekly thing that we have every week on Mondays. It's open for the public. You can forward this information, the recording as well, for any people in your group that will find benefit of that. My whole idea with Power Hour is to equip the public with some more information how to live a healthier lifestyle, and to give them a few nuggets, the pieces of the puzzle. And when you join one of our programs, we build the whole puzzle, and I build it according to your situation. So then it's a very personalized thing that we do. But the Power Hour is open for everybody. Right, so let's step into why the liver matters. Your liver is for a reason in the center of your body because it plays a central role in your body, just as your ab muscles is the core of all your muscles come together in your abs. And if your abs is strong, then your whole body is stronger. It supports your back, it supports your whole structure of your body. The same with your liver. Your liver is one of your core organs in your body. If your liver fails, then you're in serious problems and serious trouble. But if your liver is healthy, it can take a heck of a load in your life, and it does every day. We don't even know what our liver does for us every day. So your liver is really, really important. So, what is the liver's role in your health? What's the functions of your liver? First of all, it plays the role of a filter. If you think about a coffee filter, it filters out all the stuff that's not necessary from the blood. You don't want your blood to be contaminated, and this is the same with your liver. And your liver converts toxins into waste to get it out of your body. So everything that you swallow go through your digestive system, through your liver, and out of your body if it's waste. So medication, especially medication for all the side effects, your liver takes a heavy toll when you're on medication that has a high number. That's a severe medication, because it has to eliminate the toxins. So even things like pain medication, it's a sort of a toxin because it numbs you. It numbs the pain. But it's still in a way toxic to your body. So your liver takes a load of that. And over time, when we drink too much medication or wrong foods or whatever, alcohol, your liver becomes overwhelmed. And this is basically the essence of disease. It's a body that becomes overwhelmed, is out of balance. But your liver function as a filter to filter out all the toxins from anything and clean everything out so that your blood is clean and pure. All right. So it filtered that out, it converts toxins into waste, and it supports overall health and prevent disease. So you can see that your liver is your first defense, of one of your first defenses in your health to help your body stay healthy. And in paradise times, that was not difficult for your liver because there was not all these things that has the impact, all these chemicals in the air and the soil and everything that we touch that has a chemical in it. That was not the case. It was pure water, pure air, pure soil. So everything was easy for your liver, but not in the days that we live in today and in the world that we live in. So it also supports metabolizes nutrients. So that's another important function. If your liver metabolizes your nutrients well, then all your cells get the nutrients it needs. So this is where we should, what it's especially good at. And if it get metabolized as well, then your body get the nutrients and the energy in the way it needs. So you can get the link between energy and your nutrients. It's supposed to give you energy if you have the right types of nutrients. But if your liver doesn't work well, then there's a problem. Okay, and it also helps to store your nutrients, your glycogen, your vitamins and minerals. If we eat any food, it's broken down in our digestive system into minerals and vitamins and antioxidants and phytonutrients and all of that. And it helps your body to metabolize that. So your liver plays a very, very important role in the whole digestive system. So if you eat anything, it becomes part of your digestive system. It's in your body, but it's not part of your body. And then your liver metabolizes that break it down into smaller components like minerals and vitamins and things like that. And when it goes through your small intestines, it gets absorbed into your bloodstream, and then it becomes part of your body. But your liver has a role to play in this instance. So you can think if the liver is working optimally, it's easy for your body to metabolize that. And then it's also building proteins. That is so necessary for us to have strong muscles. And so part of the proteins is whatever you eat is broken down into carbs, fats, and proteins. You don't eat that separately as different components. It's part of your proteins, but it is building proteins for your body. And then producing bile. Your gallbladder needs bile, and it's producing the bile so to break down, especially fats. So if your liver and your gallbladder doesn't work well, there's a production uh, problem with the bile, and then you don't have enough bile to break down all the fats, and then it's where you can get the nausea or feeling full all the time. That's one of the symptoms of not having enough bile. So how do you know when your liver struggles? The first one is to crave sugar. Goodness. And the more sugar you eat, the more you crave, eh? And especially that is part of our simple sugars and the processed food sugars. Condensed milk is one of my weak points. So I should never eat that, because if I start eating that, I want to finish the can. So each one of us has a weak point. I hope yours is not sugar, but sugar is especially damaging to your liver. And if your liver struggles, it struggles to break it down. Of course, it's not only the sugar, it's also all the other processed chemicals in that specific foods that's creating a problem. So, and you will feel sluggish. If you wake up in the morning and you're already tired and you can't get going, that can be a sign of your liver. Or if you feel sluggish through the whole day, you just don't have enough energy to go through the day and you feel like you're going to go slow, that's probably a sign from your liver that please help, I'm struggling. And then irritated skin, I see this many times. People who sign up for my programs, when they get here red, their skin issues, eczema, all of that, acne. Many times the irritated skin is just a sign of a liver that struggles. And then sensitive to chemicals. Now we know that all this extreme chemicals is not good for us. So I would not say that that in itself is a sign that your liver struggles. But if you can't touch something and then more natural things, and you have a reaction to that, that also may also be a sign that your liver struggles, to work with that. But in essence, all of us should try to go to the more natural cleaning methods, like vinegar and water works perfectly fine to clean an oven. It breaks down the fats and the grease as well. So that's a good alternative to the highly chemical stuff that we buy in the shops with all the fumes and things. And then that's also one of the signs is the gas and bloating. Many times, because your liver is part of your digestive system, since it struggled to process the foods, then you can have this build up in your body, and you just feel you feel upset in your tummy. So that can be part of the ideas. But this is also a symptom of many other things as well. So you have to see it in combination with the rest. Severe joint pains. Arthritis especially is connected to severe joint pains. So that can also be a sign that the liver is under stress. And all of that is part of the digestive issue that's part of autoimmune diseases. And that can be a sign of that as well. But pain is always a red flag for me. We have to give our attention to that. The pain is a messenger. And many times when we kill the messenger with pain medication, we just make the problem worse. So severe joint pain can be also a signal, and please don't kill the messenger. Ask the question, what's wrong? What's going on behind the scenes here? Why does my body give me these signals? I need to give attention to that. And then brain fog. Sometimes, and that was exactly the case with COVID. I had COVID, and one of the after effects was this brain fog. I could not get some names into my mind, and my language was gone. It was just difficult for me. Brain fog is a sure sign that your liver is struggling. And it just feels like there's a cloud over your brain all the time. And what I see on my programs is usually by the end of week 2, 14 to 21 days, most of my clients tell me, okay, the clouds disappear, the brain is sharp, everything is looking good, and the words just come in and I'm sharp again. I can think clearly. So this is a good sign of a liver that struggles, or some of your other issues in your body also can give you that. But brain fog is also a sure sign of a sluggish liver. And then running on empty all the time. I can still remember when I was 20 years back, I could not make it through the day. At 5 o'clock, I was done and dusted. I had to lie down for half an hour before I could get enough energy back to do the rest of the evening. And if you feel like you are drained all the time, this is a sure liver signal to tell you, give attention, please. I can't go through the day. I don't have enough energy. So if your battery is flat at the end of the day, it's supposed to last until about 9 o'clock at night. And then not like you won't feel exhausted. You will just feel, okay, it's time to sleep. And I can tell you, since we've been changing our lifestyle 20 years ago, I have now more than double the energy that I had 20 years ago. And it's simply because we changed our food. That was the biggest change. And I had a few other things that we attended to, but the fatigue was real. It changed like that within 2 weeks. Okay, so the stages of liver damage is, first you get fatty liver. And sometimes there's not even a sure signal. They call it a silent disease, because many people don't see the symptoms and they don't acknowledge that as, oh, there's something wrong with my liver. But so many people has that. So fatty liver is what they call due to food, or non-alcoholic fatty liver is for about food or alcohol also creates that fatty liver. And then it can turn into fibrosis, where you get scarring of the liver tissue. And in some instances, you can still reverse that. But the cirrhosis, that's a non-reversible scarring, and that's severe. And and if you think about, your liver is one of your 6 organs in your body. If one of them goes, it's like dominoes effects. The rest of them is in line to be under severe pressure as well. Then your life gets threatened by that, and then life quality is severely impaired. So liver cancer as well. None of us want to get there, but some people get there because they ignored all the symptoms and they didn't give attention. So how do you give attention? The most one that I want to focus on tonight is a non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, because it's connected to food. And it also has a close link to obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, all of those lifestyle-related ones. Many times this is the sure signal that there's something wrong. So if you have diabetes or is obese, there's a good chance that you already have fatty liver disease. But let's look at the symptoms. So how will your body tell you that it has a fatty liver? Usually when you gain weight around your midsection of your body, the visceral fat, it's the fat under the skin. So it's not the fat on the outside. Although we don't like the fat on the outside, it is the healthier fat on our bodies. The visceral fat is the fat that is on the inside around your organs, and that puts pressure on your organs, especially your heart and your liver and things like that. So you will feel constant fatigue and discomfort under your right rib cage, and this is where your liver is situated. You can see symptoms on your skin like acne or rosacea or any skin condition. You can that's also a sign. Hair loss. If any person is not in a good condition, your body takes all the non-essential energy to go to the area that's under pressure. So usually your hair and your nails and your skin will look dull when you're under pressure, especially in COVID times. I have a friend who she turned around at the door of death. She was severely ill with COVID, and she basically loses all her hair. She lost basically all her hair, and she had to grow hair from scratch again. And that was because her body was under such severe pressure. And she is still, like 2 years or 3 years after COVID, still struggling with very thin hair. So she's doing her very best to eat healthy now, and slowly but steadily she's improving. But hair loss is a sign of, can be a sign of fatty liver. Nausea and loss of appetite, because your liver is under pressure. The pain and tightness in the shoulder, because it presses, the fatty liver presses against the phrenic nerve. And then spider veins, when it makes like a spider web on your skin, suddenly appearing, and it was never there, and now it's there. That can be an idea of that. And especially for men, this man boobs, to get a belly, and this man boobs can also be a sign of a liver that struggles. And if your right foot swells, then it can be also a sign that your liver has a problem. Itchy hand or feet. If your hands has you feel like you have to scratch it constantly, your skin is itchy, that can also be a sign of a fatty liver. And low thyroid. So hypothyroidism and insulin resistance is also part of it. And insulin resistance leads to weight gain easily. So there you see that, especially in your midsection. So all of these are connected. You're not like a Lego play toy that you can take off the head and take off the arms, and this is separated. Everything in your body is connected. So if one area struggles, it shows signs in the rest of your body. Okay, so what is the risk factors? So basically, the stat shows us that in America, about 25% of adults in America has fatty liver disease, and most of them don't even know that. But you see that if they have metabolic syndrome, type 2 diabetes, and obesity, all of them are connected with fatty liver. Most of the people, like up to 90% of people who are obese, have fatty liver disease. So it's also part of the reason why they struggle so much to lose weight, because they have elevated insulin resistance levels. And insulin keeps hold onto the fat. So we really have to have a different plan to address that first, and help your liver in that way. But to go on a simple diet won't do the trick. Insulin resistance is a real problem. There's a specific diet or lifestyle plan that I have for that, to help your liver to heal itself again. Okay. So how will you diagnose that? So there's many ways to diagnose a fatty liver. The first is to go for a medical physical exam, and then your doctor can ask you a lot of questions, all of these that we've talked about now, about your energy and your blood sugar levels and heart disease and things like that. But also you can go for blood tests where they test for elevated liver enzymes. So it can be only a once-off incident. It's when you went through a rough patch and you didn't eat well. But if that's the case, that it stayed that way, then you know your liver is under pressure. You can go for ultrasound, MRI, or CT scanning. That's very expensive test to go through, or even a liver biopsy. That's not the ideal. But the one thing that you can maybe do at your home is look at your scale. If you have a smart scale that gives you visceral fat, visceral fat and fatty liver is very closely connected. So the probability that you will have a fatty liver is very good if you have visceral fat, if your visceral fat number is high in the unhealthy range. And under 10% is okay, but more than that is put you in a high risk area for visceral fat as well as liver disease then. So your weight, your BMI, everything counts up. So if your BMI is in the overweight or obese range, even losing up 5 to 7% of your body weight can improve that, can take down your risk. So to put in effort in that area is a good idea. And then the metabolic syndrome leading to diabetes. So all of these are closely connected. So I've listened to a podcast of a doctor once, and he talked about losing weight with crash diets, like you're going for a wedding or you're going on a boat cruise or whatever the case may be. Now you lose weight at a quick rate. And then you go on this boat cruise and there's binging and things like that. And now you eat and you pick up 5 kilos in a like 5 days, or things like that. And he says that's extremely dangerous, because it's way more dangerous to lose the weight and pick it up again than to not losing the weight at all, to just stay the same overweight, because your body cannot metabolize that extra fat so quickly, put it on the outside of your body. It has to store it on the inside and the outside, all of the areas, and this increases your visceral fat, and that increases your risk for fatty liver disease, and that puts your liver under more pressure. So the best thing is, if you do never, ever, ever go on a crash diet to lose weight, to binge eat, to pick it up again. And binge eating is one of the worst things that we can do. We all know that. It's just like we can't always help ourselves with that. If you eat the type of foods that puts us into that crash and burn zone, where you have to finish the can of condensed milk, or the tub of ice cream, or the chocolate, or the cake, we all know what is the weak points. Then it's a difficult thing. So rather avoid that. We have to make strategy plans to help our livers. Okay, so what he said in his podcast is he saw an increased risk in people coming from a boat cruise for heart attacks. So more people get heart attacks just coming from a boat cruise than normal people in normal ways of life, because of all the food that they ate. Of course, food is free on a boat cruise, and I know one of my clients worked on a boat, very luxurious boat, but she said there's only junk food on the boat, because you can just think boats are not really visiting, they don't have a lot of healthy foods on the boat, so most people prefer the junk food, so they will go for that. So it's only the guests that get the best foods, but the staff working on the boats, they don't get that. So they are really deprived of nutrients when they get home again. And she worked there for 4 months, and she was in severe trouble with her health when she finally got back, because of the poor food on the boat for the staff. So whenever you go on a boat cruise or something like that, maybe choose an island holiday rather. Then you can sit on an island and drink a smoothie instead of going on a boat and eat junk food. Just an idea. Okay, so what is the support strategy plan then? There's basically 10 lifestyle changes that you can make that will promote your liver function. And some of them may seem to you, if you're not on the healthy path already, may seem very difficult, but we will talk about the how-to later. The first of all is eat foods with lots of fiber. Your body is made for fiber, and if food doesn't have fiber, it's a red flag. What foods doesn't have fiber? All animal products, all fats, and all dairy. No fiber. So your liver struggles if you eat only that type of foods. And obviously junk food. Junk food doesn't have fiber at all. So eat natural foods that has a lot of fiber. It helps your liver work better. And then antioxidant-rich foods, you only get that in natural plants and fruit and vegetables. So that's your best foods, and foods high in omega-3, like chia seeds, your different types of nuts, your sunflower seeds, all of these is your good foods with omega-3. Most of the oils that we have in today is omega-6, like the sunflower oils, and it's not the best foods to have. So your body needs a certain ratio of omega-3 and omega-6. So if you have too much omega-6, then you don't have enough omega-3s. And this is why we need to supplement today with that, because the rest of the food is in the wrong ratio, too much omega-6. But if we only cut out all the junk food, then your body will have the capability to get into balance again. You don't need too much of this. So for most nutrients, and that's just a side note, take calcium, for instance. You don't need a lot of calcium, but you don't need to lose so much calcium. That is the reason why doctors suggest take calcium supplements, because you don't have enough calcium for your body's needs. But we lose calcium when we eat the wrong type of foods. So stop eating the wrong type of foods so that your body can absorb calcium from the right type of foods. Not all the foods are the same. Your body doesn't absorb calcium very well from dairy. It's made for a calf, so it's not in the right ratio for your body. Your body knows how to absorb calcium from natural foods like plants. So it's not only what's in the food, it is how your body absorbs that and what your body can do with that. And this is the same with the omega-3 and omega-6. Your body is very intelligent, but it needs the right type of foods to perform optimally. So omega-3s are one of them. And then choose healthy fats. Healthy fats is things from nature, not things in a bottle. So all these oils that are sold to us as very healthy oils is not very healthy oils. It's just good marketing, because the oils are processed. Anything that you find in a bottle or a packet or a box with a label on, you should first question that. Most of the things in nature that your body understands come from nature in different packaging, like with a skin, like avoes, or like a nut. It's very hard to crack. So how many nuts should you eat? Just as many as it will take you within an hour to crack open. So you won't eat a lot of nuts if you have to crack them yourself and open them and peel them. So that's the amount of nuts we should eat, and not nut oils or things like that. It's not the very healthy fats. This is healthy fats. But there's a reason why avoes is only available in nature in the winter, because we need the fat in the winter. In the summer, we are fine. So if avoes are too expensive in summer to buy, it's fine. Your body doesn't need that in summer. It's a lovely thing to have. But luckily, we're entering the autumn now, and now the avoes come back into season again. Okay, fermented foods. If you don't know fermented foods, that's a whole industry on its own. But part of that is part of the digestive process has begun in the fermentation. So it helps your body to digest the food easier. So it's not as difficult. And there's different types of fermented foods, like kimchi, sauerkraut, kombucha, all of those. And one day I will have a session about fermented foods. Just know that it's good for you, but you don't need to eat the whole bottle in one setting. You can just have a little bit on a daily basis for probiotics and postbiotics, prebiotics and postbiotics. Okay, this is the foods we should limit or avoid. We all know this list. So let's just jump in. The sugar-sweetened drinks, and maybe this is one of the most dangerous stuff that there's on the planet, is the sugary drinks, because it's just empty calories. And if you think about a Pac-Man game, you still remember that Pac-Man who ate all the others. This is what the sugary drink do to all your nutrients in your body. It eats it up, and it creates a severe loss of nutrients for your body and pressure on your liver because of that high spike of sugar and all the chemicals in that. There's nothing in a Coke or any other soda that your body understands except for the water. It's loaded with chemicals and very, very, very bad for your liver and all your other digestive organs in your body. Okay, highly processed foods, as we all know, fatty food, very difficult to process because there's no fiber in that, there's no life in it, it's dead. So, and anything that lasts for more than, has a expiry date of more than 2 weeks, you should know, okay, what's in that keeps it from going off, because good food goes off. Your body understands good food, natural food. It doesn't understand this. So for some instances, gluten, like in highly processed food, like 2-minute noodles, it stays in your system like up to 6 months, the effects of that. So it's really harmful for your whole gut and your liver and all of that. Your liver has to work hard when we eat this type of junk food. And then processed meats, high in fat and chemicals, a lot of chemicals in processed meat. If you look at the expiry date on processed meat, it lasts forever. And still the same. It's a lot of chemicals, so it's not good for your liver, not good at all. So rather ditch that one. And then limit alcohol intake. So this is where the non-alcoholic food liver disease and the alcoholic fatty liver disease, both of them damages our liver. So your liver is the first one to take the hit when we have alcohol. So in moderation is about 1 glass of alcohol per week. Your body can do that. Some doctors who are experts in brain health, they say, no, not even that, because it kills brain cells. But yeah, if your body have the right type of nutrients, then your body is able to digest that. But yeah, limit your alcohol intake. In our program, I don't limit the alcohol intake I limit it, but not take it out completely, because we still have a life. You don't want to sit at a braai with only a glass of water. So you can have your drink there and enjoy it. But in essence, most of my clients, when they join the program, they really take control of their life. And then if they say it's actually easy, they don't miss the extra alcohol because they have made the commitment to that. So, and then take action of chronic stress. Chronic stress and your liver is not a good combination. So for us, if your body is constantly under stress, then it's time to pull up the brake and ask why, and is it worth it? And I have many clients, and I specialize in the 50 pluses, that says to me, I can't deal with this anymore. My body is giving up on me. And it's because of stress for like 20, 30 years. Your body just say one day, I'm not forgiving you anymore for this. So it is really good for you to take action on stress. The quicker, the better. So if the youngsters don't believe on managing stress, but when you're 50, you realize you should have. So taking action is a good thing. And then sleep. You can sleep better and sleep more and give yourself some rest. So if you can take some time out for yourself, it's the best gift you can give yourself, because when you sleep, your body has the capability to work on other things and to detoxify you and help your body heal from the inside. And this is what I see all the time with my clients, those who take the program serious and they invest in their sleep as well. They see bigger results. Your body can heal quicker if you sleep more. That's it. So improve your sleep. And then minimize the use of plastics. We live in a world where there's macroplastics, and I say in America, the average person consumes one credit card of plastic every year. It's a lot. So microplastics is everywhere, and the best way to preserve your foods is to keep it in glass and wooden containers. Now, if you're setting up home, you're a youngster and you're renovating your home or something like that, you can throw out all the plastics. That's the best idea. My daughter did that. She's very conscious about the earth. I can't ever buy a plastic. Then I'm in big trouble. But for me, it's to phase out that. And then if I use plastics, I will use it clever and try to minimize my use of plastics, but never, ever, ever create heat with the plastic, because it gets absorbed into your food. So never microwave something in a plastic, hard or soft plastic. Never, ever do that. I had a pan of brownies, and I left my spoon in that had a plastic, my cake lifter. It has a plastic part, a hard plastic at the end. And I forgot about the brownies in my oven. And the next day I wanted to bake something, and I put my oven on. And I suddenly smell something is wrong. And when I open it, my whole cake lifter melted, that hard plastic melted. And I took my brownies out and it was gooey. And I thought, how is this possible? The brownie recipe is not gooey. And then when I lift the brownies out of the pan, it was actually like getting stringy. And I asked myself, how is this possible? And when I taste that, the whole plastic of that became airborne into the brownies. It was tasting terrible. And I thought, this is actually a severe threat to us, heating plastic up, because you can't always taste it like I did with that hard plastic that melted. But if you heat something in a plastic bag, that plastic becomes part of your food. So never ever heat something up with plastic around it. All right, and then avoid smoking. I'm not going to say anything about avoid smoking. It's just, it is what it is. We all know that's bad for us. And then investigate your medication and supplements. Supplements is not the best thing for us. Not supplements, medications. Any chronic pain meds or chronic medication has severe side effects. So look at the side effects, because your liver is the first defense for any medication that you swallow. So your liver take the hit. So try not to use any medication if it's not absolutely necessary. And there you can speak to your doctor. Some doctors, well, for most of my clients, when they do the program, they become healthy. Your body is made to heal itself. So they can get off all the chronic medication, because I'm not a doctor. I don't take people off medication. I send them back to the doctor and they can decide the strategy plan on that. But your body is not supposed to be on chronic medication. And all chronic medication has side effects. So you can also look at supplements. Supplements are supposed to support your body better and your liver. If it doesn't, well, is it useful? Supplements is extremely expensive. So you have to know whether this supplement is really meaning something for your body. Otherwise, you just should believe what's the label on the bottle. So I have a few supplements that I would suggest for my clients that's severe ill. For cancer clients, I would suggest Manatec. Manatec is extremely expensive, but it works. I can say that because I don't sell that. But we have a friend who had cancer and he was basically given like a few weeks to live, and it's today like nearly 20 years later and he still lives and is healthy. Because his use of that. So some supplements are useful, but not all supplements are useful at all. So just investigate that and compare the money you spend on the supplements to what good food can I buy for the same money? Because food, your body understands food, and this is what's necessary for your body to heal itself. So give it proper food, and then you don't need all this medical chronic medicine and things like that. And then stay hydrated. Our bodies are made to be hydrated, so give your body proper clean water and drink your water, and make a point of that. If you're not a water drinker, add something to the water, like a frozen pineapple, frozen berries, mint, cucumber, things like that. Just flavor the water a bit, but not chemically flavored water. Try natural, clean water, filtered water. Drink your clean water, and try at least for 2 liters a day. That will really help your body stay hydrated and help your liver to perform better. And then physical activity. That always helps us in more than one way. It also helps us to become emotionally healthier and have good experiences. We are not supposed to suffer. Like sometimes when we do, I worked for a medical aid many years ago. I was a consultant and doing the statistics. And I worked next door to the director who was in charge of all the people ad hoc claims. So this is for people who had like maybe a heart transplant that they need, or organ transplant, or a severe disease, and then he had to give the go-ahead for the medical aid to pay for that. And it was always for me so sad to see the old age people come there and beg him to upgrade their plan so that the person can go for a heart condition transplant or something like that, and they didn't have the money, and he had to say no to them. And the desperation of the old people paying all their money. And when I draw the statistics, the top 10% of the people that used the most money in the medical aid was all dead. Nobody won. Not the family, not the patient, not the medical aid, only the hospital. So this is always, that's the end. And maybe that is the one thing that scared me into, okay, I can live my life as I want to, but when I'm old and I'm frail and I don't have options, what will the end result be? So taking control of your health and stay active and have fun in life, be really proactive on your health, gives you so much more back into your life than sitting in a doctor's office and waiting for the next verdict, cancer or liver damage or whatever. I know the other side of that. And I worked in a hospital as well in the ICUs. I saw all the families having prayer groups there. And I just wondered if you had another idea about your health earlier in life, would it end like this? So this is my question to you, to be very active on this, to be proactive on your health. Yes, we will make a recording for tomorrow that we will send out. So yes, and then, okay. So what do we do at Light to Live? We transform livers and lives. This is our whole approach. We have different programs. Our Abundant Health program is for family health in general. So we take a strategy plan on how to help the mum, to help the whole family. But we first start with the mum, get her up to speed, and then we have a strategy plan with the whole family. The weight loss is obvious for weight loss, the healthier way. And then the Heal Your Gut is the one for the livers. We will have a liver detox as part of that. And then Mastering Menopause for all the ladies in menopause. And then we also have a level 2 program for the people who finish any of these 4 courses. So it's basically the Heal Your Gut is a 12-week program where you book 8 sessions with me, like this online session. We focus on long-term results. I don't do diets at all. I'm not the crazy diets. Has a 1% success rate, and most of the people pick that weight up very quick again. So if it doesn't change your mind and you're thinking about food, then it's just a crash diet that's worth nothing. So liver cleansing is part of this specific program. We look at optimal gut health. So you have 4 sessions that the first 4 we focus only on food and how to design your own menu plan. I design your first 3 menu plans and then give you the tools to design your own. You get a recipe book with that. And we also have part of it, a 10-day liver detox step-by-step support program. So we take you on what is step 1, step 2, step 3. And then sessions 5 to 7 is we look at the gut-brain connection, stress management, and to detox your mind. And session 8, we look at the future. What is your strategy plan for the future? What is the habits? And then you will look back and see, wow, I've come a long way. I've changed quite a bit of my thinking in the way I do life. And this is what we want to see is what is the results in your life. So most people lose some weight here. I have 2 clients this morning who started with week 1 and both of them lost 3 kilos and they're in their 50s. So really totally excited about that. Their sleep improved, their energy improved, their pain levels go down. So this is what I'm looking at, type of results. You get a whole recipe book with more than 100 recipes. We build your whole program again. What do you like? And what does your family like? And we build your nutrition plan around that. And this is some people who was diagnosed with liver disease, and they changed that and lost 35 pounds. And also this is a lady that had severe liver disease, and she recovered her whole liver with a plant-based focused nutrition plan. So my nutrition plan is also plant-based. We don't cut out animal products completely, but we do cut out all the junk food and we replace it with something better that's not junk food. So I have the whole idea that you cannot just take out all the joys in life. If you like ice cream, when everybody eats ice cream, you need to eat something that you enjoy. So I have a different type of ice cream in my program. So the snack section where the desserts are has a lot of options there. I have 3 types of brownies there. So you can reverse liver disease or any other thing with healthier foods. So this is also one of my clients. She had a severe autoimmune problem, and she had this breakout on her skin that was burning. She said it was extremely painful. When she started with me, and she's only 28, she had severe pain in her body with this condition, and she was treated for 18 months up to a phase where a dermatologist gave her chemotherapy and it didn't work, and then her gut health was done because chemotherapy is a toxin, so her liver was under severe pressure. And we started with our program, and within 12 weeks, she completely reversed that. No pain, 0 pain at the end of 12 weeks from her skin. So such a beautiful lady living life again. This is also one of my clients had severe kidney disease in her 50s, and we reversed that kidney disease within 6 weeks. One of my newer clients, she had hypoglycemia. Her blood sugar levels was out of control. She fell asleep behind the steering wheel, so it was life-threatening for her to drive like that. And we balanced her blood sugar and her hormones and fatigue, and all of that went away because everything came back to balance. And she also lost 11 kilos in just 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, one of my other menopause clients, she was a diabetic, and with menopause lost 32 kilograms over 3 years. I started with her in 2021. She lost her 12 kilos, and then over the next 2 years, I didn't see her, but she had the lifestyle, and then she lost the 32 kilos. And one of my other clients, she had rosacea, as you can see the first day. But after doing the program and losing the 50 kilos, her skin was really like satin. So beautiful lady with 5 kids. Okay, so this is me. This is Like to Live. Rewrite your story. I'm going to send you the recording tomorrow, and you can ask me questions afterwards. You can WhatsApp me. You can book a free session with me if you want to talk about your own situation. I'm there to listen and to guide you maybe to a new place where you want to be. Okay, thanks a lot for joining, people. I'm looking forward to see you next Monday again. Then we have a new topic. Thank you, ladies. Have a lovely week. See you again next week.
Dankie Ilse.
Dankie Ilse. Tata.
Dankie. Bye, Ilse.
Bye, Ilse.
Bye, Ross.
Bye.
Thanks Ilse.
It's a pleasure.
Dankie,
Enjoy your
Ilse.
week.
Lekker